See, with this video, I want to change your perspective a little bit. In psychology, in which I study, we have a very simple trick to literally change the way you think. And it's basically changing your perspective. And if you are watching this video, there is a great likelihood that the perspective that you have, you probably are into some red pill, you probably are aware of some games that men and women are playing, you are probably more aware than the average person about certain things. But that probably means that you are grinding, that you are pushing quite hard to achieve the goals in your life, that you want to achieve those goals, that you really got some challenges in front of you. You really gotta do something with your life. You gotta prove yourself, you gotta defeat this obstacle, you gotta fight this war of yours, you gotta do this and that, right? And it's very easy to get tangled into this spiral of constantly proving yourself, constantly fighting. If you haven't seen my video about exposing the biggest red pill lie, make sure to watch that one before this one, because that one video is particularly, it's crucial. It's probably the most important video I ever recorded on this channel, so I highly encourage you to watch this. But speaking of that video and this video at the same time, it's very easy to see the obstacles and hardships that are in front of you and just keep focusing on that, keep seeing the pain as your friend. I also recorded a video about that, to start embracing the power, the pain, and just keep focusing on your self-development, to start seeing the games that some women play, to start seeing things more clearly. And it's necessary. It's a part of our development. But the problem is that while we are doing this, we are losing the balance. We are looking at one side only. We are looking at the side in which we as men, as a people, see ourselves that we gotta go through struggle, we gotta go through traumas, which will somehow make us better. Women, if they go through traumas, they are suddenly not important, they are not cool, they are spoiled. And it's a very nasty and dark perspective. So I highly suggest you to add to your self-development, whatever development you have. It's a simple look, a simple perspective, a simple question. Is this really the case? Seriously, is everything around you so dark, so challenging? Are all people around you suddenly spoiled, evil, and everyone is playing games? Is this really the case? Is it really? Is it possible that 100% of your environment is just bad? Or is it more possible that you imprinted yourself a certain thinking patterns, or you've been watching content that just imprints certain thinking patterns upon you, and then you think the way these people think, which is not always good, which is not always constructive. Mostly these people are just some guys that went through hardships. They don't have the psychological knowledge, they don't study psychology, they haven't been through that. They interpreted their traumas based on other guys, and now they are preaching you the truths. And while some of these truths may be true, they are not absolutely true. And the moment you start looking at red pill, the moment you start looking at your development as your war, as something to constantly fight, you forget there is another side of life. You forget there is love, you forget there are good people, you forgot there is happiness, because, hey, you don't deserve happiness. Men need to struggle, men need to prove themselves, men went to wars. And suddenly, all you see is hardships. And as I said in my previous videos, hardships are absolutely necessary. You gotta invite them, you gotta encourage them, and you gotta process them properly. You gotta embrace the pain and become the better person through that. But this is only half the story. The other half is accepting the good around you, looking for good, being constructive, seeing the things or making the things better. Because if you are the one that's constantly fighting, all you are gonna meet in your life are fights. And it's not even about the law of attraction, the secret, the red pill, anything like that. It's a simple action and reaction. If you are hostile toward other people, if you're angry toward other people, if you are bitter about stuff, what do you think is gonna happen? It's a very simple action and reaction. People are not gonna be good to you, and you will reinforce in yourself the mindset that, yeah, you gotta fight more, and you will just dig deeper and deeper and deeper into this false scheme And it's not gonna be any good, my friend. It's not gonna be any good. But luckily for us, there is a brighter side to that. Luckily for us, life is not all about suffering. Life is about good things. And I want you, through this video, to just change your perspective a little bit. I don't want to give you any magical psychological tricks. There aren't really that many of them, but the basic trick that you can get, the basic thing that you can get out of this video is look for good things in your life. Just accept the possibility that there is also good in this world, and that some things around you are also good, and not everyone is evil. Please, it's gonna be way better for you.